Hello everyone. Today's recipe is going to be fish lice soup. This soup was super delicious and very tasty. So without further ado, let's get started. So here I have my fish which I'm using for this recipe. You do feel free to use any kind of fish that you love. This fish I'm using is super delicious, very moist and very tasty. So what I'm doing is to cut my fish into the size that I want. You can cut yours more smaller or more bigger, and when you're doing this, please make sure you use a very sharp knife because you don't want your fish to break into pieces while cutting them. So after finish cutting this fish, then I'm going to be washing it very well with lime, and then after that I will season it and then allow it to marinate for 2 hours before using it. So what I'll be using is ginger and onion. So I'm just going to be blending this onion using my hand blender. You can also use a sanka if you have a sanka, or you can use your normal blender to do this. But I'm using hand blender because this is in small quantity. And this is it. I'm just going to add 2 tablespoons of salt because I want the fish to be well marinated. You want to eat fish that it tastes very well. And then just add in my blended ginger and the onion. And I'll make sure I'll marinate this fish both inside and out. You want your fish to be well marinated, well seasoned. That way to taste very well, and it will not taste like fresh thing or fresh when you are eating it. So I'm going to be using my spoon to scoop up the seasoning into the fish to get the fish well seasoned. And after that I will just add some black pepper. You can use any other seasoning of your choice, but I'm going to be adding black pepper. And then I will mix it all and turn the fish over and then add more black pepper to the other side of the fish. And I'm just going to cover this and let it sit for 2 hours in the refrigerator. And that's it. The fish is ready, and I'm just going to let it sit for 2 hours. You can also do this less hour, or you can also do it overnight, which will get the fish more tasty. So while the fish is being marinated, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be boiling my peppers and the fresh tomatoes and onions. I'm not using any tomato paste or any tomato puree for this recipe. I'm using the normal fresh tomatoes, pepper, sweet chili and the red chili. And I'm boiling the pepper with the stem because when it gets boiled, it will be easy to remove the stem from it. So after it's boiled, I blended it. And I did not throw away the water that I used in boiling, or the stock that I used in boiling the tomatoes. I used the same stock. So I just sieve it to make sure I remove all the excess shaft from of the tomatoes or of the seasoning. I don't want it to get into the soup, but if you want, you can use it like that. But I don't want the soup also to be too thick. I want the soup to be light. And that's it. You can keep this and use it for your stews or your sauce or any other thing. Just put in a nice bag and then store in the freezer. Anytime you are making your stews, you can use it, blend it together and then make a stew. So what I'm doing now is to allow this tomato sauce to boil before adding in my fish, because I don't want the fish to overcooked, or I don't want the fish to break into pieces. That's why I'm doing it this way. So allow it to boil and then add your fish. Just look at the soup. It looks yummy already. And the color is just so amazing. You would not believe there is nothing tomatoes or tomatoes puree in this recipe. The sweet pepper and the red chili help the soup to look nice. And then I just add in my mushroom. This is optional. I love mushrooms, that's why I'm adding to my soup. But if you don't love it, you can as well not add to it, or you can add any other veggies that you love to your soup. And then I just add just a half of stock cube, and then here I allow the soup to cook for 20 to 25 minutes. And now I just added additional blended ginger and onion. This will give the soup a very nice taste and good aroma. So I test for salt and the salt was enough, so I just added here some extra green chilies and then basil leaf. And at this point I'm just going to let the soup boil for additional 1 minute, and that's it. Our fish slice soup is ready to be served. You can have this soup with fufu, with some banku and okra at the side, with some boiled rice. You can have it with whatever you want to have it with, or you can also drink it like that and enjoy your fish. And I had mine with this amazing fufu, and it was super delicious. I really enjoyed it. So I hope you guys find this helpful. Please do not forget to subscribe, share, comment. And if today is the first time of coming to this channel or clicking on this channel, you are highly welcome. Please do not forget to subscribe. And to all my subscribers, I want to say a very big thank you. I really appreciate you all. Don't forget to eat healthy, drink healthy, and stay healthy. Bye.